In this career path, we deal with a lot of other people's health, and whether it's mental or physical, we don't really have the room to deal with our own. We take care of others, but we often don't take care of ourselves. We don't think about what is actually happening in our mind and our physical body, and we ignore it. The intention of this video is to just share my journey in the hopes that it would help someone else, more freeing for other people to also seek for help. This is not medical advice, period. Hey guys, my name is Dr. Mursi. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited for you to be here. And in this video, I am just sharing how I am working on my healing journey actively. So I started therapy about 3 months ago, and it's been a weekly session for an hour long, and it's virtual. It allows me the flexibility to be able to do it and actually be consistent with it because of the fact that I can access the appointment by phone. For those of you that don't know, I've lost my mom to breast cancer. I realized I was sinking deeper and deeper due to the loss of my mom. I wasn't handling it well. I still don't think I'm handling it in the best of ways because I'm suppressing a lot, but I'm working on it, and it's an active process, and it's not going to be magically improved within a couple sessions. It takes time, and everyone's a little different. I don't want to say I'm damaged. I've gone through life occurrences, as we all have. I'm not a victim to it. The perception and the thought process that I have is a result of what I've experienced, and not everything is warm and fuzzy and mature and healthy. There's a lot of toxic traits that I do have because of how I've perceived and how I've subconsciously reacted to things. There's a saying in Afghanistan, maybe it might be a Middle Eastern, Central Asian thing as well, but they say, when you get older, you're going to forget about it. But in fact, that's like not true at all. Things that you experience starting from birth, so as a infant to baby to childhood, all those things carry out to adulthood, and those are the times actually that really make up who you are as an adult. Like, it can really have tremendous effect on you as an adult. So it makes it very important to be mindful of the infants, the babies, the children around you, and how you react and respond to them as they grow to be an adult. As a healthcare provider, especially a PCP, primary care family physician, I'm constantly talking to my patients about mental health. Personally, I don't like attacking a problem by putting a band-aid over it. I like to attack the problem by getting to the core of it. I personally believe that medication on its own will only be a band-aid. Everybody's a little different, so it's really important for you to seek help and talk to a PCP. But the way I try to help my patients is by having a conversation and getting to understand them and what would help them best, whether with medication or without medication. Ultimately, coping mechanisms is the biggest key factor. Okay, and that's really learning about who you are, how you react, what you do, what your perception is, and really learning about yourself to then try to fix the issue that you're having that's causing that mental pain, mental suffering. I personally chose therapy because I want to change my perception, like the negative thoughts. I want to change those toxic behaviors that I subconsciously have that's so ingrained in me. For example, the feeling of guilt. So recently I've just been hit with something like a realization that I had before, but I'm realizing the depth of it and how hard it has been to change certain thought process, I'm gonna get a little emotional, but certain ways that I think about the world and the people and the way I react and the reactions that I have to certain topics, certain actions. It's not all bubbly, I don't think a pill itself is going to help that. It's actively changing your mindset and working on your thought process and changing your actions and reactions. And that's what I try to do. There are people that think therapy is just a waste of time. It isn't. And you'll find people that shame people that do that because they don't have the capacity to understand yet. And that's okay. It's just learning to not be offended and get defensive. Not everybody is ready to face themselves. Your worst critic is often you yourself. So when you are in fear of your own critique, of course, you're going to be in fear of hearing what you have to say yourself about yourself. So it's really hard, and it can be really tricky. And it isn't a weakness, but it is actually courageous to be able to do that. And not a lot of people are able to do that. So I shared this in the sense to acknowledge that we all have problems, and we all have things that we need to be working on, and things that we don't like about ourselves. Whether you are using medication to help with your mental health or not, the most important thing is finding your coping mechanisms, learning about yourself, and changing the things that you don't want for yourself, so that way you are closer to that state of content, that state of happiness, more often. And I would say I am healing, and that is a process. It's a process. I hope that you are open to help, and I hope that you seek for help if you do think that there is something that you're struggling with. I hope that this video helped. Subscribe for more, and let me know if you guys want more of these types of videos. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.